Please welcome to the stage our senior United States Senator, Dick Durbin.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be home. Great to be with the Democrats. I want to mention three women to start my conversation with you this morning, which will be very brief. The first is that American hero who was just on stage, Tammy Duckworth. I met her about 14 years ago. She came to my office by accident to be my guest at the State of the Union address, and I was swept away. She's an American hero. She's an extraordinary person, and I am damn lucky to have her as my colleague in the United States Senate. Let me thank Christina Zahorik, Dan Kovats, and the County Chairs Association for this annual event that really does start the election cycle for us in earnest. Great organization, great effort. Thank you again and again. And the third woman I'd like to acknowledge is one I've known for a long time. She created the I Will Training Academy 20 years ago. 200 women have now completed that course, and we have generated some of the most outstanding political leadership in our state and nation. Juliana Stratton, our first African-American lieutenant governor. Sherry Bustos, who I'll introduce in just a moment. Josina Morita, Teresa Ma, the list goes on and on. I want to thank Loretta. You've done a great job. Let me say a word to the governor. You've done a lot of great things, and they've been acknowledged. Many have been on this stage acknowledged today. But the one thing that I really admire you so much for is your leadership during this pandemic. You had to stand up. You had to stand up time again and give us bad news. And no politician wants to deliver bad news, but honesty required it. And your leadership made a difference and saved lives. Thank you, Governor. Now I want to say a word about a friend of mine. He's a former United States Senator. In fact, like me, he chaired the Senate Judiciary Committee. I've known him for over 25 and 26 years at this point. He went on to a higher office. He served as the vice president for our favorite son, Barack Obama, and then ran for office himself. And make no mistake about it, he was legally and actually elected president of the United States. He is our leader and our friend, Joe Biden. And I want to say this. It's time to let everybody know the big lie is a lie. It's time to let everybody know that Stop the Steal needs to stop. It's time for us to realize that our party has a message that is positive, looks to the future, brings hope to people. It is time for us to realize that when it comes to our future, we need to make sure that we don't have a party of anger, fear, hate, and violence. Our party is a party of hope, determination, fairness, and respect for the law and Constitution. Am I right? What we are able to accomplish in Washington is nothing short of a political miracle. I'm not going to go through the list again. It's a great one. But we're doing it with a 50-50 Senate and a 3-vote margin in the House. That's why we need Nikki Budzinski to be elected to the United States Congress. That's why we need a new Hispanic Congresswoman, Delia Ramirez. That's why Bill Foster needs to be reelected, and Lauren Underwood, and Sean Casten, Jonathan Jackson. They'll make a difference. And I want to tell you now, it's my pleasure to introduce the next speaker. She's a person I have known for so long. She grew up here in Springfield. At one time, she was our babysitter. She stuck around with a great Democratic family and got engaged in a lot of Democratic campaigns. Finally became a city councilman in the city of East Moline, and then had the courage to run for Congress 10 years ago was elected to the United States Congress to reclaim Lane Evans' seat in the Congress, and that is an achievement we all wanted. She's done a remarkable job. She's been chosen for leadership among the House Democrats. She's led our party in terms of electing Democrats all across the state. She's passed landmark historic legislation that gives victims of sexual harassment a fighting chance in court. She's my friend and a great congresswoman. We're going to miss her. Please welcome Cheri Bustos.